So, today I'm going to talk about 3 things you can do to level up your game, to level up in life, just level up in general. So, these are things you can start doing today that are going to have a massive effect on your whole life, basically. Everything you do, how you walk through the world, how you show up in the world, all these things will be affected by doing these 3 things. So, first thing is grooming. And I put grooming first because a lot of men struggle with this or just don't care about it, and it's something you can literally, after watching this video, you can go and do right now and have better outcomes in your life. So what does that look like? Obviously, I'm not in the best state. I'm at the ass end of a haircut, but I try and get my hair cut every 2 weeks, and that alone makes a massive difference in how I feel about myself, how I show up, how I look put together, look a lot better. This is me on a Sunday. I'm chilling at home. I'm wearing a freaking tank top, you know? But regardless, I'm still clean shaven. I shaved yesterday, went out Saturday night, whatever. I'm still bathed. I'm still deodorized, all this stuff. And surprisingly, from what I hear from what a lot of women experience, is that's not always the case with guys. So be on point with your grooming, smell good, look good, have your hair, kempt. If you have facial hair, have it well trimmed up. If you don't, like me, I can't really grow a beard, not anything respectable, and I just decided, hey, I'm just going to shave. I'm just going to go clean shaven, and also my hair doesn't grow very fast, so every other day is good for me. And if I know I'm going to go out, go somewhere, be presenting at work, something like that, obviously I'm going to shave that day. So that's the first thing. The second thing that you can actually change right away is how you dress. You don't even have to go and buy new clothes. You don't have to do anything else, but at least put care into how you dress. This means your clothes are going to have to be clean. This means your clothes are going to have to be not wrinkled. This means your clothes are going to have to fit properly. So you might need to change that. If you've gained or lost weight, make sure that your wardrobe is appropriate. This is a medium. It's a schmedium. It is not an appropriate fit. I'm not leaving the house right now, but that's the whole point, is to get something that fits you properly, accentuates your figure. Even if you're a bigger guy, even if you're not like in the best of shape right then, you can dress yourself well. And even if you're a overweight guy and you're wearing a Walmart t-shirt, at the very least make it look like it hasn't been picked up off of the floor in the dark. I've literally witnessed, I work in IT, and so a lot of people don't care about their appearance, and I've seen people wearing shirts inside out, wrinkled, wearing black with another shade of black, and they've literally told me that they got dressed in the dark. And that's insane to me. So just taking pride in your appearance via grooming and dressing well is going to set you ahead of the pack, and it's going to improve your outcomes. It's going to improve how people treat you. You're going to notice a lot more people smile at you, look at you, just overall treat you better. So always dress well, always be well kept. If you've got, that's another thing. These are like bigger tips. As you get older, at least as I got older, and a lot of people are hairier than I am, you end up with nose hair, ear hair. Trim that shit. Make sure that you're not looking disheveled all the time. A lot of that goes a long way. Even my hair's grown out, whatever, but I actually ran a comb through it. I did something before going on this video, because how you present is everything, and first impressions are everything. So do those 2 things. You can do those today and immediately change your outcomes in life, how you're treated, how you show up in the world. But the third thing is going to take some time. And obviously I'm going to say working out. Working out has had like a massive difference in the whole trajectory of my life. Prior to this, I was super skinny. I was scrawny and not confident in myself. I'm going to say I had like an appropriate amount of confidence. I wasn't self-conscious where I'm like, oh, I'm so skinny, this is so bad. But when you look better, you have more confidence, right? So the things go hand in hand. So if you work out, you end up having more confidence. You combine all these things, because a lot of dudes will do just one of these three things. Some dudes work out and they dress like shit and they have poor hygiene, poor grooming. Or you see the dude who's like super pretty, he's got the fresh haircut, he dresses well, but his body is sloppy. Or, you know, you see someone who gets like designer brands, Gucci's got all this nice clothes, doesn't have a fresh haircut, body doesn't look right. But you combine all these three things and you become like a force to reckon with. You walk into a room, people notice, you stand out, and people smile at you, people treat you different, people, you know, they defer authority to you. They see you and they're like, this guy's got it together, he knows what's going on, I'm going to trust in his judgment. Those kind of things. All those three things combined are going to allow you to level up. And I wanted to talk about leveling up. So I come from a video game background. Some of you may get this, some of you may not. Most dudes have played some sort of video game. So I used to play Skyrim, Oblivion, RPGs. Basically, your character levels up. He gets better at certain things as you do them more, right? So like as I work out, I get better at working out. As I talk to people, I get better at talking to people. So something I always joked about when people have like favorable outcomes, I'm like, yo, his speechcraft's on 100. Like I don't know how he finagled that. And that's the whole point, is these skill sets. So in Skyrim, when you leveled up your speechcraft, like let's say your speechcraft was 100 versus someone's speechcraft who was 1, when you talk to people, you have different dialogue options that you can set. You have a whole different set of dialogue options, and you have options that aren't even there for the level 1 character. So you can try and say stuff that other people couldn't even fathom, really. So you can try and say something, you can try and pull something off, you can try and convince and cajole these people into doing something that otherwise wouldn't be unavailable. So that goes along with everything, not just speechcraft. If you level up in your looks, how you present, how you groom, you're going to have more opportunities. There was so many. I was recently on a job search about 6 months ago, and I had places beating down my freaking door just asking me to work. I don't even remember some of these jobs that I applied to. And the point in me saying that is, all I heard at the time was people struggle in the job market. It's very hard. It's hard to find work. Meanwhile, I'm getting rid of jobs. Like I left and right. Oh, I got an offer here. I got an offer here. I'm throwing this stuff out. And I think in large part it's due to how I present myself, right? I'm showing up on webcam just like this. This is my webcam. It's a quality webcam. We've got some good lighting. You know, obviously I look good, it's presented well, the background's clean, I'm not in a closet somewhere, I'm not, you know, just a mess, right? And all of this matters. Almost doesn't even matter. Even my current job, you know, my boss said, you know, I glanced at your resume and then I had a conversation with you. So if you're speaking well, if you're presenting well, a lot of stuff, you realize you can get away with more. A lot more stuff gets overlooked. Whereas if you're not looking so well, you're not looking like a figure of authority, you'll get a lot more scrutiny. Now they're going to be like, this guy looks like a mess. He looks like he just woke up before this interview, and we're going to double check his resume and make sure it's legit. Whereas if you present well, people will defer that authority to you. So you do these three things, that will level you up, and it's going to help you in finding work, in getting promotions. It's going to help you in your dating life. It's going to help you make friends. You know, I see a dude who looks like he's physically got it together, looks clean cut. I'm like, that's a guy I want to be friends with. Whereas I look at a guy who's a mess and I'm like, I don't want to, you know, I don't really want to associate with that person. I don't want to be seen with that person because they don't present themselves well, right? The company you keep matters as well. So with all that said, those are the three things you can do to level up. Let me know in the comments things that you've done to level yourself up and to level up your game, and the differences you've noticed. Maybe you've done some of these things. You know, maybe you started taking better care of your appearance or your hygiene or your or just working out. Let me know what differences you've seen in your life, because for me, it's been monumental. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.